Hello Capricorn, and welcome back to my channel, Ragean's Intuitive Tarot. I hope you're doing very, very well out there. Anything you need to know about my channel is listed in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out. And Capricorn, we're going to tune in and get your overall energy with the Animal Spirit deck, and then we're going to find out what your challenge is right now. So Capricorn, what is your current energy at this time? Ooh, you have the lizard and the fire ant. So there is something that is bugging you, Capricorn. And Spirit is asking me to turn to the book for the meaning of the lizard. There's something in there specifically that we need to touch on. So we'll just start with the fire ant. The fire ant is aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. So it's okay to feel your emotions. It's okay to acknowledge that something in a situation or a person, whatever, is bugging you. Okay? And the lizard is instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. So again, you know, if you are in a situation where you're stuck in the 9-to-5, like you're totally stuck in the matrix, Spirit is asking you that it's okay to acknowledge that it's starting to get to you. It's okay to wake up. It's okay to because you are picking up on a lot of energies, okay? So you have a need to set up boundaries. You could possibly be a very empathic person, and the biggest downfall of an empath is taking on other people's energy. So make sure you're not taking on things that are not yours, Capricorn. And if things are bugging you, find a way to retreat. Find a way to get grounded and centered, to have some quiet time. You have the Magician. And you have the Knight of Swords. The Magician is having all of the tools that you need to create something, to build something. And the Knight of Swords is asking you to not rush in blindly, to make some sort of a plan. Okay? There's something you need to learn before you just take off and rush into something, Capricorn. And it could have something to do with an offer of love. Okay, so maybe you've manifested a new relationship. And possibly this person proposes or something. Spirit is saying, you know, that's all well and good, but make sure that you're not rushing into anything. Like, don't run out and elope or something. Take some time to plan, to get to know each other, to make sure you want the same things. And if this person has little things that they do that possibly irritate you, please pay attention to those things, because you can't change anybody. They're not going to go away. They are going to be there 24/7 if you decide to get married. And if you're in a partnership and somebody is doing something that kind of triggers you and irritates you, remember that is always an opportunity, because when somebody triggers something in us, triggers us, it's usually something in us that we need to take a look at. So again, this is, working on yourself, making sure that you know what you want, making sure that you don't rush into a union or a partnership without having your boundaries, without communicating clearly what it is that you want. Okay, make sure you take some time out to rest, to gain some clarity on a situation before you blindly rush into it. Okay, you have been planting some seeds. You have been trying to manifest a relationship or a new beginning or an offer of love. Okay, but Spirit is asking you to make sure you know exactly that this is what you want, that this is going to be your happily ever after before you rush into something. Okay, make sure that, again, make some sort of a plan. Plans don't always work out the way we plan, but it does give us some sort of direction to get going, and then we can adjust and course correct as we go. So again, you have the Page of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So clearly, Spirit is saying that they want you to make sure that you take some time and be very clear as to whether or not this is the direction that you want to go in. Okay? So Spirit, let's clarify. We have the Knight of Swords. This is your energy here, Capricorn, the devil energy. And, Spirit really doesn't want you to rush into something that's going to possibly trap you or stick you or, again, so that's why they want you to be very clear before you make any decisions. They don't want you to rush into anything. Clarifying the Page of Swords, you have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So again, there is, you could possibly get some money, and that kind of propels you to if you get some money, Spirit is asking you to be wise with what you do with it, to make sure that, the best saying that I ever heard was, most unhappiness is caused by buying what we want now instead of what we want most. So make sure that you're investing in yourself. You're investing in your happiness, whatever, make sure you're not just going along with somebody else's plan because you don't want to hurt them, or make sure you're standing in your own power. You're doing this because it's what you want. Not because you think it's what the other person wants, or not because, just make sure you're very clear, very, very clear before you make any decisions. Kind of, the crow can see the past, present, and future. It's like they can see how everything will play out before it even plays out. And Spirit is kind of asking you to do that right now, Capricorn. Kind of project into the future a little bit. Okay, if I'm with this person, Spirit, what is the future going to look like? So, you do have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Fool, and the Page of Swords here. So this to me, Capricorn, is talking about a soulmate, divine timing, destiny, somebody who's going to make you really happy. It's also possibly you're going to have to take a leap of faith, take a chance. But there's something you're going to learn from this situation. Okay? So again, you may feel like this is your soulmate. You may feel like this is your happily ever after or whatever. You may want to take a leap of faith and do this, but Spirit is just kind of saying, make sure you plan. Make sure you are willing to learn. Make sure, because there's light bulbs and she's reading a book. So there's something you need to learn, something you need to get clear on before you take this leap. Okay, you have to make sure, is this going to be my happily ever after? Is this my soulmate? You have the Sun here, Capricorn. So this is talking about, this person, this partnership, whatever. Does this person make you feel like this? Because if they make you feel anything less than this, then they are not your person. So Capricorn, Spirit is telling me to leave it at that. So I hope that helps you on your journey. I hope that resonated with some of you. Again, this is just general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. And if it doesn't, don't try to make it fit. I wish you many blessings for a happy holiday. And until then, I will catch you next time.